point. We're going to start with Ariana. Now, Ariana, I really loved your runway look. I think it was really stunning. I think it was very you. I think you're giving us your brand. For your performance, I think you were a really fierce lip syncer. I think at the start you were a little bit nervous, but that's a given. But I think you really knew your words. There's a lot of words in that song. I thought you really killed it. My only thing would be a lot of queens do that track, which is not a bad thing. But I guess in this kind of setting, if you're wanting to sell your brand, maybe think about that. But that's my only thing. Any thoughts on Ariana?
I think I'm pretty much the same on the runway. I love the runway, you know. I'm a little spooky bitch myself, so I was living for it. I would agree with Rue with the performance. I think everyone else kind of came out with something that was quite original, and something they kind of brought up themselves, whereas it was just kind of like a straight cut, like a straight clean cut track. I know it's a cut, I know. Ooh, a straight cut track. Sounds good, doesn't it? Well, I mean, it was a bit dogging, so it could be a cut track. But yeah, I would agree with Rue. That's my critique.
And Salma, any thoughts on Ariana?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's not the fact that I don't sound Scottish, but I'm going to say complete opposite. Your runway, gorgeous, but I think you needed more confidence. You didn't need more confidence. You have more confidence. Like, you're all amazing. So just give what you've got. So I gave less on the runway because I thought you looked worried, but actually, as opposed to my judges, which I totally agree with what they're saying, but maybe it's that I haven't done the Girls We've Seen for a long time, I thought you were brilliant in your performance. Not only that, I just thought you were really brave, so just going down, all the things that I was uncomfortable with, you put out, so that's probably why I loved it. The whole dogging thing, no, yeah. But it's just like a mixture of the two, but like, yeah, I agree totally with both judges. It's like, just give what you've got, give 100%. Don't be afraid of it, because you can't lose something like this. Be yourself.
Make some noise for Ariana, yes. Okay. We're going to move on now to Aster. Now, I thought your runway was absolutely stunning. And a gorgeous dress, gorgeous. And I love you gave it a story that was really intelligent. For your performance, I thought that really took nerve because stand-up is hard. And I think, although you may have stumbled here and there, I actually think you had some really funny jokes there. And all I would say is, do it again. And I think that honestly, like with a bit more time and like working on your delivery and like being in a microphone, I think you could really kill it because I think you're really funny. And like honestly, I applaud you because stand-up is hard, and I was really impressed. Yeah. What about you?
Your runway was my favourite runway of the entire night. I thought it was the most beautiful, stunning dress that I've ever seen. It was just absolutely gorgeous, and you walked out and were just radiating gorgeousness. I think it looked stunning. I would agree with Rue with the performance. I think you did stumble a little bit at the start. You could see that the nerves were there, but you really did get into it, and you had some really funny jokes there. And as a trans sister, I know about the love life, Amy. We got it, we know. But honestly, you were beautiful, you were stunning, you had some really funny jokes, and I loved it.
Yes! What about you, Sam?
I couldn't get a lucky straw because I get to hear them and go, yeah, agree, yeah, it's all good. You're all amazing. Again, I say, both I gave like equal marks. Love the Cinderella story. It was so subtle but beautiful. I love the fact that I felt like your runway was more than performance. So that was, leaving the slipper and everything, which was gorgeous. But I love the reference of Glasgow in the performance. I love how I felt like you were just there for the city. With Mike as with your accent. You can hear that I'm talking here so clearly. Yeah, I just felt that you were just there for everyone, and that was beautiful. So well done.
Yes, give it up for Aster. Okay, we're going to move on now to Giza Gobble. I thought your runway was really clean, and I love the surprise of the reveal. For your performance, I am a massive Jennifer Coolidge fan. reaction. I love that you had comebacks ready. No, I think you absolutely killed it, and you were one of my highest scoring of this round. So, really
I would agree with Rue. I think your runway was really clean and really nice. If I'm being honest, I will be, I think it was a little tiny tad basic. A little more jewels would have absolutely set it off, and it would have just... I said you had the earrings, I know you were about to do that, you bitch. But on performance, you were my top scorer. You had me crying. I was screaming the whole of it. The heckle me funniest shit I've ever heard. I want that as my text tone. Backstage, can you just say that into my phone anytime someone heckle me? I love it. Absolute 10 out of 10, amazing.
What? Yeah, totally agree. Both ways. You had a high score with the runway. It's not about the scores, it's about what you bring out. I actually felt it wasn't about the score, it was just your confidence in the runway really, really shone.
Okay, we're going to keep on with our next queen. Ooh, and it is Ivy Adamas. Hello. Ivy, I loved your runway. I think it was my favourite of everyone's. I think it was so stunning. Something about it was just like, I'd not seen it before, and I love the colour combination. Really enjoyed that. Your performance, a little bit like you, I'm also a massive Nigella Lawson fan, and I also do a Nigella Lawson number. I'm kind of on the fence with your number a little bit, if I'm going to be entirely honest. I think that you had a lot of props, and I had a little prop as well. I think in some sections it was a little bit messy, and you were kind of doing things that were maybe not needed, like bringing out the cake. I wasn't quite sure what that was for, or if it added to the performance. And I think maybe having the drug reference at the start, it's funny, but I don't know if it was needed for the number, because you were kind of touching more on Nigella as this kind of sexy, seductive cook rather than her troubled past. But yeah, I was kind of on the fence there a little bit. But I think you're a really good performer, but maybe wasn't the strongest that I've seen of yours. What were your thoughts on it?
So I would agree. I think the runway was stunning. However, I would say I preferred the back more than the front. I thought the back was stunning of it. So yeah, you got it, flaunt it. But I think if the back looked very similar to the front, it would just elevate it even more for me. It was a gorgeous fucking dress, though. I loved it. For your performance, oh, hello. Okay, here we go. I do agree with Rue. I think there was also some words missing. It didn't look like you properly knew the words a little bit, which was obviously a little bit of, if you're lip syncing, you need to be on point. And I think there was just something missing that didn't really bring it into being a top tier performance. And I mean, I've watched you. Don't boo me, you cunt. Actually, I will hook you. There's no fucking problem. Anyway, but I do think. I've seen your work online, I've seen your performances online, and you are an amazing, stunning performer. I just think it wasn't your best tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, I did. Great. Brilliant. Brilliant. Just the performance was just, I loved the sarcasm of it. So I saw it a little different way. I get that, yes, it was Nigella, but I just loved the way that you brought sarcasm into it in your own energy into it. Thank you.
Give it up for Ivy. Yes. Okay. Up next we have Nebby. Now Nebby, yes, there's nothing for Nebby. Now Nebby, you had one of the most unique runways of the night. Could I ask you, what was the inspiration behind that?
A 5-liter
A 5-day depressive episode and mania. Okay. I love that. I love that. I think there's like a really deep intelligence to your drag, so I really respect about what you do. And I think your intelligence was reflected in your runway and in your performance. I think that your idea for the Ghost Hunters thing was so original. I've not seen that before. I think you told a story. You had tons of funny references there. I think I maybe got lost in certain bits because it was quite complicated. And I think maybe your look for the performance didn't instantly read as Ghost. When I think of a ghost, I think of like white or grey. I think of like chains and like. At first, I was like, are they being William Wallace? Are they being? Is it like a Renaissance fair thing? I wasn't quite sure what you were at first. So maybe like in future, think about for your performances, like make it because people are I'm quite stupid, so maybe make it very clear what you're being for your performance. But I really enjoyed you, and I think you're like an amazing performer. So well done.
I love that this bitch is like, I'm quite stupid and has a favourite me. Fuck you. But I agree. I think your runway was, I was a little lost as to what the reference was. I thought there was a reference. I still loved it. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was really funky. And I thought, but I was just a little lost as to what it was. With the performance as well, I think you also did struggle a little bit with the words. There was some times where like a speaking part would come on and you were like, you missed it and then we're going into it. However, I would agree with you and say that you had the most original comedy performance of the night. I've never seen anyone do that. I did love that. I do agree with Ruiz. I think the look could have been a little bit more into the performance. But yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah, the originality, you just said it there. I think when you came out on the runway, I thought it was your performance, which is a compliment. It really is, because like it didn't really matter to me what that was, but I was just thought that was really brave because you had that character there, so we could just acknowledge whatever it was. And I also like the fact that you weren't my highest score, but I definitely give you like bonus points because you talked to the audience. I felt like you really talked to the audience. Thank you.
So nice for Natalie. Okay. And finally, Salvatore. Now, Diva, you really are the one to be in this competition because you're making it very difficult for everyone else. You look so stunning right here, right now, and in your runway. Loved your runway, loved the references. In your performance, obviously this is something that you've done before and that you have done around the scene in Glasgow, but it's an iconic number, like hello. And I think seeing it tonight, I've like really like seen you like perfect it more and more, and you've added more gags to it, like having the several gloves. I don't think I've seen that before in that number, or maybe I wasn't watching, I don't know. But that was really, really funny. I think you gave really good comedy there and like layers to it. I think my only critique would be that maybe having like the fade out at the end, you could maybe find a way to like time it, but I know how hard these things can be, especially burlesque, because things will always go as you exactly plan. But that's like nitpicking. But on the whole, amazing, 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 amazing. Well done, well done, well done.
So, Salvatore, you were actually tied.
Salvatore. I'm so glad I've never seen any of you before, and I feel like a virgin on the stage. Which means that I'm super honest, right? So, yeah, I want to say you're cut above the rest, but in a different way, because you're all very unique. But yeah, the gloves totally hit it for me. I love the choice of glove. I love the choice of costume. But it's like, just be you. You don't
proceeding to the next round. So yes, audience, what will happen is we will have a top 4 who will give their best drag performance later on, and that will be whittled down to a top 2 for that final lip sync for the crowd. But, yes, that's my name. So, Salvatore, please step forward. Of course you are through. Well done, well done, well done. Aster, please step forward. Darling, you are through to the next round. Well done. Ariana Silver, please step forward. I'm so sorry, my love, you're not through to the next round. But give a big cheer for Ariana Silver! Incredible, incredible, an amazing queen, yes. Giza Gobble, please step forward. You killed it, you're through to the next round. Well done, well done. Okay, we are down to Nebby and Ivy. Now, this was a really, really, really difficult decision, and we were very split backstage because you were both so incredible and you both had strengths in many areas. But obviously we were split tonight. We had to base it on both track records so far in the competition and also who we think could turn it the most in the next round right now tonight. So, I can reveal the contestant proceeding through to the final round is, drumroll please. Very nice. Ivy Adamant. Well done, darling, and you may get ready for the next round. Can we get a massive cheer for Nebby? Nebby, come back. Can I just say that this broke my heart because you're one of my absolute favourites, and I think that you have come so far, and I think you've really, really impressed everyone in this competition. I think that you, like, I just love you, darling, and I think that you're gonna kill it. So can we get a message for Nebby? Amazing.
I'd like to say a few words too. I think that you have the most creative, fantastic mind that I've ever seen on someone stepping into the drag scene. So I just want to say, keep that creativity, keep pumping out those really creative mixes. I absolutely loved it, and I really cannot wait to see what you do.